Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. It is Thursday morning. It is the 17th day of August, 2023. This is the morning briefing, and there is a lot to get through again today. We've got some heat. We still have some thunderstorms. There's some fires going on. And of course, there is Hurricane Hilary, and it is going to have an impact on parts of California. Which parts and what impact? Well, that's the details we'll have to get into. So since I get so much to get into today, let's just get right into it. I'll start off with the local satellite. And as you can see, we still have all this cloud cover, but it's all moving from south to north. And so here's Lake Tahoe. I know the state lines aren't all that clear on this one. Lake Tahoe to the north is where we have all the cloud cover. And underneath this cloud cover is where we still have the fires going on, all these lightning-started fires that were from Humboldt County, Trinity County, Siskiyou County especially. The nice thing about all this cloud cover, it does keep your humidity up. The winds are generally light. So these are relatively favorable conditions for the firefighters, but some of these are pretty big and they're burning in steep terrain, tough to get to and that sort of thing. So I do expect we're going to continue to see some active fire behavior up north, especially as clouds clear. And today it looks as though the best chance of thunderstorms is going to be in the east side of the Sierra. So let's say Highway 395, which runs right up here, Carson City, and let's say Dayton. Those are the areas that may be seeing thunderstorms this afternoon, as well as I would think Plumas County, Lassen County. But for those of you that are, let's say, in El Dorado County, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything in the way of thunderstorms during the course of the day today. So let me show you a different satellite. This is also off GOES 18. This is Hilary's close-up. They do these mesosectors on the satellite. And this is Hurricane Hilary right here. It just formed into a hurricane today, became a tropical storm yesterday morning, and this morning is now a hurricane. And as you can see, taking on the classic shape with the curl in the clouds right in here, with the developing eye right in here. And what's always fascinating with these 1-minute images is you see these within the developing eye spirals. The eye wall would be right in here. You start to see the convective buildups like this one right in here. That's a little convective buildup. In other words, the top of a thunderstorm. But all this is doing is just gathering water. And as it moves to the north, eventually it's going to drop that water somewhere, and that somewhere is going to be over parts of California and the West. All right, so let's take a look at the latest path from the National Hurricane Center. Here are the stats: winds of 85 miles an hour, as you can see right here. So that makes it a hurricane. It becomes a major hurricane, Category 3, later on tonight or during the day tomorrow. That's why you have the M right in here, major hurricane, Category 3 or higher. Here's Cabo. The areas on the south of Cabo and south of southern tip of Baja and through Cabo do have a tropical storm watch, but it does look as though the worst of this storm is going to stay away from Cabo. And by Saturday afternoon at 6 o'clock, it is still a major hurricane. By Sunday morning, encountering colder waters, becomes a hurricane. In other words, it's still a hurricane. It drops its major status, so it's in the process of weakening. By Monday morning, it is a tropical storm, and by Tuesday morning, it is a tropical depression. But as you can see, here is the cone of uncertainty for this storm coming in. The significance of this S right in here will let the folks at the National Hurricane Center debate this over the next few days. Last night, they had this as a white S, a white circled S, which means it's a post-tropical storm. Post-tropical low, if you will, and now in this black circle rather, that means it is a tropical storm. The significance of that is that it has been a long time since I think it was in the 1930s we saw a tropical storm hit San Diego, and there's been a hurricane that's actually hit. No, it actually hit Long Beach, I think. Either way. So whether or not it is actually a tropical storm when it impacts Southern California, or if it's a post-tropical storm, like I said, we'll let the folks at the National Hurricane Center debate that, what its status is at that time. Regardless of what its status is, whether it's a tropical storm or just a low or whatever it might be, either way, it's going to have a lot of rain with it. So let's leave the semantics aside, whether it's a tropical storm or not, and talk about where we're going to see the impacts of all that rain. So I'm going to show you the NAM. The end of the NAM run is beginning to catch on to where this is going to go. This is this afternoon, and we'll just use the NAM to talk about this afternoon. And as you can see, there's where the thunderstorms are, that 395 corridor once again. And as we head into Friday, this is Friday afternoon, probably a better chance of thunderstorms. The model's been consistent at that, thunderstorms in the Tahoe Basin on Friday afternoon. And then let's get into Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. Maybe some thunderstorms from Tahoe to the north toward Portola. And you'll start to see the rain come up. So even though the storm is still well to the south, the moisture will be streaming off the north end of that storm and starting to bring rain to Southern California and the deserts, as well as areas around Lake Havasu up toward the Grand Canyon and Las Vegas. This is Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock. Let's go through Saturday night. That moisture continues to stream up, and as we get into Sunday morning, you can tell by the isobars right in here that this is that low. Gusty winds in here, and then here's that stream of moisture going through areas like Death Valley, Mono County, up toward Bishop, certainly into the mountains of LA County, as well as the deserts. So that's where we're getting the heavy rain. This is Sunday at 5 p.m. You'll notice where we're not seeing rain. We're not seeing rain around Tahoe. We're not seeing rain in Sacramento County. We may be seeing rain into Yosemite. And again, this is from the NAM. Let's talk about total precip accumulation. Now, again, this is only the beginning of the storm. Let's see, if I scroll over this right now, this has 4 to 5 inches of rain in the eastern San Diego County. A lot of that will be mountainous. But as we all know, areas, let's say around Palm Springs, the Salton Sea, all the way up to I-15, those areas do not drain very well. And if you get some light rain, that's fine. They can deal with light rain. But the areas that are called washes, that are mostly dry, in a case like this, they fill up, and that is probably going to be a concern in Southern California. And especially, let's just roughly draw a line from I-15 to the south, and let's say from LA to Vegas and to the south, that area is going to be impacted by the potential for flash flooding. So I just showed you the NAM, and the NAM only goes out to 84 hours. In other words, through through Sunday afternoon. I'm going to see how far out the GFS has gotten yet. The 12Z run is just coming in. So let's see. It looks like it's coming in a little bit more. So this is picking up about the same time. All right, so this is just in. I haven't even looked at this myself. So this is Sunday afternoon here, right here. And then this is getting into the day on, this is Sunday night, and then this is Monday morning. So this is a slightly different version of where the low is. This is Monday morning. Well, you'll notice where the rain is. San Diego County, south of I-15, and certainly south of the Sacramento area and the northern part of the state where we could use some rain to put out some of those lightning-started fires. That would be really helpful. And the total precip accumulation off of this one, this is again through Monday morning. A similar thing showing 4 or 5 inches of rain in eastern San Diego County and up toward Death Valley, with very little around our area. And as we go through the day on Monday, let me just get back to this. We just got another frame of this. This is going to be the question right now. This is midday Monday. Rain up around Tahoe. But while we may see some steady rain around Tahoe, as well as, let's say, into Stanislaus County and certainly into Tuolumne County, it's going to be a lot less than what we'll see in those areas I've described from I-15 to the south. So yes, this storm is looking, the bottom line is the storm is looking likely to have a significant impact on part of California. North of I-80, very little impact. There may be some rain on Monday, but it would be light. From I-15 to I-80, I know it's a big area, there is going to be some rain likely, especially on the eastern side of that, including the Sierra south of Lake Tahoe, including areas like Yosemite and Mariposa County. But as I mentioned, I think that if you're going to be in any of the areas from Death Valley toward I-15, Barstow, and then all the way down into, let's say, Palm Springs, Sunday and into Monday. Those are the days that you really need to be careful because we could see flash flooding. We could see those washes fill up. I'm really concerned about people being in places that they shouldn't be, or maybe getting caught unawares that this just what this storm can do. Again, we're not going to really see much in the way of tropical characteristics. We're not going to be talking about storm surge and all of that sort of thing. It'll be windy in Southern California, but the biggest concern here is going to be the amount of rain we get and how fast it washes away, and what it does to those drainage areas that are mostly dry until you get a case like this and they fill up. And if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, it can lead to disaster. So that's what I've got for you this morning. It is Thursday. There will be a Facebook chat tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'll have a lot more on this. And as usual, I'll be in my suit and tie on KCRA at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow morning, there'll be another YouTube update with more information on what this hurricane is going to do for California. That's it. Make it a great day for yourself, and I'll talk to you later.